Hello everyone. If you like what I'm doing here, please consider subscribing, liking, and commenting. It would really help the channel out quite a bit. Thank you very much. Hello Graveyard Talkers, and welcome to another episode of Graveyard Talk, and I'm your host Randy. And we're coming to you from Hollywood Cemetery in Richmond, Virginia. We did one session here already. We thought we'd do a second one. If you listen to the first one, there was a David in that session that come forth. He said he was about as old as I was. Not this headstone here, but right back here somewhere is David. Unfortunately, David was right out in the sun, so I chose not to sit by his grave. We just wasn't getting a good picture on the video, so we decided to sit here, and I believe this is John Brown. John Brown was born in 1858 and died in 1886. He was born in Scotland, so he was 28 years old, somewhere in that neighborhood, if my arithmetic is good. Behind me here is a little family cemetery. And then Lee sitting over there, so I got to go back in this direction because she's threatened me with life and limb if I put her on video today. But she's sitting over there to chime in if she needs to. You know, we didn't do, Lee, we didn't have them touch you. So maybe David will come out while we're over here, and maybe David will touch Leanne, or like what happened at Gettysburg, whether David would like to make his presence known. So with that, to the spirits in this part of the cemetery, and once again, we think that bird followed us over here. He's up in this. I think this is a maple tree. I don't know. I don't know trees, so up in this big tree, you can see the leaves. So with that, we'll start a session over here. To all the spirits in this part of the cemetery, my name's Randy. Leanne is with me. We're here to talk to you, to hear your story. We mean you no harm. We just want to learn from you what it's like being a spirit, and what you have to, and what stories you want to tell us. I had to reach down and get my number sheet because I dropped it on the ground. So with that, any spirits in this part of the cemetery, or David, if you're still here, if you'd like to talk to us, we would really love to hear from you. This will be our last session for today. And I know you get other spirit box people here doing spirit box sessions to talk to spirits, but this is our first time here, and probably our last. So we'd like to hear from any spirits who would like to talk to us.
What? I want
Sounds like I heard, what about David? Well, David, if you're still here, we're still willing to talk to you. Are you here, still here, David? So we're always curious to know what the spirits here did in life. What were you in life? Did you, were you from out west and you came out here? Did you, were you a doctor? Were you a nurse? Were you whatever you were in life? We'd like to know what you did for a living back in, the 1800s while you were alive. Fishing? And I got the mosquitoes are out like crazy over on this side of the cemetery. So to the spirit who said they were fishing, can you give me your name, and can you tell me where you fished at? I heard, right as I turned it on, I heard William, and then I heard Art, and Art, yeah. So I'm thinking it was probably Art. Art, were you a fisherman or did you just like to fish?
Never.
Industry.
Oh, there's a William behind me. All right, so there's a William behind me. William I guess it'd be Sidnor. William Sidnor, are you here?
Really?
Like
I also have a William right in front of me. A William Carletti. I can't see it very well. There's a Helen, and right to the right is a William. Garnett, maybe. Maybe it was Garnett. Garnett. William Garnett and Helen Garnett and a David Sidnor.
This is one.
So do I have Helen Garnett or William Garnett or David Sidnor with me?
man.
I heard yes, head, and then something about his mother. And then I see another William that's behind William on the right-hand side in the last row. What's that last name? Chisholm? Chisholm. And then I have a William Chisholm as well. All right, so I guess in the Garnett family we have 3 Williams over there. So the 3 Williams in the Garnett family plot, were one of you 3 the fishermen? We know Art was a fisherman. What about one of you 3 Williams? Alrighty, so December, I do see a William Chisholm died in December of 1955. Is that William Chisholm that I am talking to? Maybe. All right, William Chisholm died in 1955, born in 1890, so that would make you around 65 years old. So, what would you like to tell me about yourself, William? Born in 1890 and died in 1955. What would you like to tell us about being a spirit? So you had a favorite story. Would you like to tell us what that favorite story was? So I heard the whole thing, and then I heard, I thought I heard smoking. So maybe he caught the fish and then he smoked the fish. Not like a cigarette, but to preserve it. You caught the fish and then you preserved it? Okay, so okay, but thank you for that, Art. Is there anything that you have else that you would like to say before I move on to another spirit? So you said don't be what, Art? Don't be what?
Different. Or like
I thought maybe you were going to say don't be in a hurry, but don't be different. Don't be different. Is that to me or is that just to everybody?
Spirit.
Oh, so that's
Good.
He's in the swamp now, a spirit and dead. So did a spirit here go into a swamp and he died from being in the swamp? Maybe he drowned? Drowned?
your neighbor
So what happened to the spirit that went into the swamp? Don't count. Why doesn't the spirit who went into the swamp, why doesn't he count? And who was that spirit? I heard he wasn't committed. He wasn't committed to being a spirit?
I went up.
On a mission. So I'd like to find out what happened to the spirit that went into the swamp. Can somebody tell me what happened to that spirit that went into the swamp? And to those following me, I'm sure you heard Hey Ran in there, which I do believe, still believe is my sister. And just letting her know, letting me know that she's listening. So again, the spirit that went in the swamp, what happened to that spirit?
Everything.
Got caught? Got caught in the swamp? Got stuck? Behind the tree. So there's a personality behind the tree. Would the personality or the spirit be behind the tree that Leanne is sitting next to? All right, so the spirit that is standing behind the tree, is it a friendly spirit?
We move it.
So did I hear right the spirit's name was Barbara? No? What is the name of the spirit that was behind the tree where Leanne is walking right now? Walk around. All right, was that William that was standing behind the tree with Leanne? Yes. Which William? Give me the year of death of the William that was standing behind the tree where Leanne was. March. Well, that would be a month. So March. So Leanne's looking over there at all the Williams to see if anyone has a death or birth date in March.
Yeah.
Well, first there was my sister in there, and now Grandma's in there letting me know that she's here. So, to the spirit that was behind Leanne at the tree, try it again. I heard March, but can you give me the birth month of either your birth month or your death month? Towards you now. So the spirit is coming towards me now. So here's the thing, to the spirits that's here, if you'd like to reach out, touch me, to let me know here that you are here. I am more than willing to have you touch me on my arm, my shoulders, to let me know that you are here. It is okay for you to touch me on the top of my head if that's what you want. Okay, so they touched me very light right there on the top of my head. You can touch me harder. I just barely felt you. Go ahead and touch me harder. All right, well, I'm feeling nothing else, but I appreciate you reaching out and touching me. And can I get the name of the spirit that reached out and touched me? I heard David. I heard that was a simple one, and I heard David. So that would be David behind me. And David, I thank you for reaching out and touching me. Sure. Okay, so we're getting really long here. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to quickly ask one question. So pick a number from 1 through 72. Try not to pick 1 or 3 or 6. We've got to do it really loud so I can hear you. We're going to read one question and have you answer it, and then we're going to end up today's session. A number from 1 to 72. Spirits, say the number really, really loud, please. Eight. I know we heard 3 in the beginning, but I wasn't 100% sure, so now we got number 8. So I'll have to go to my second side of my sheet here, and number 8. To the spirits, how hard is it for you to talk to me or any other person who talks to spirits that use electronic equipment like I do through a spirit box? How hard is it for you to communicate with us? I mean, it's obviously you can do that because I hear you through the box. Sometimes you directly answer my questions. Other time it's a little bit on down the line before you answer the question. I don't like yes and no questions because it's not really helping the cause. How hard is it for those who can get through? How hard is it? Do you find it easy? Do you find it hard? How hard is it for you to talk to me through the spirit box?
Fine.
Fine.
I move.
All right, so I think David's moving. So David's probably moving back to his location. So thank you, David. So with that, I'm going to let the spirit box run for about 30 seconds because they're running really, really late. Anything the spirits in this part of the cemetery would like to say, go ahead and say it. I won't interrupt you for the next 30 seconds.
Do it again. No. And man.
So,
Where?
get it?
Alrighty, so we're going to end it here. We'd like to thank all the spirits here for coming out and talking to us, and for David for coming over and tickling my hair. So with that, we'll end it here. Any spirits have any last thing to say to me? All right, one spirit said end this, and so we will. So with that, I want to thank all the spirits here in Hollywood Cemetery for coming out and talking to us. David, thank you very much. May you rest in peace. And to all the spirits here, may you all rest in peace and enjoy the rest of eternity here at Hollywood Cemetery. And with that, we'd like to remind you, if you like what we're doing here, please subscribe, give it a thumbs up, and comment down below. And hopefully you enjoy the content we're putting up here, because remember, this is my journey, and I appreciate you being on my journey. And maybe something that is said here will help you in your journey. So I want to thank you all for being here, and then we will see you on the next one.